Students, in the previous class, we were seeing about irrational numbers. For example, root 2 is an irrational number. We have already seen and proved it also. Similarly, you can have different irrational numbers like root 3, root 5, or for example 2 plus root 5. So if you add a rational number to an irrational number, it becomes again irrational only. So irrational plus rational is irrational. Similarly, irrational into non-zero rational, if you multiply by a rational number also, it will become irrational only. So irrational and rational operations possible, but it will be irrational only. So you can multiply, add all those things, you can do operations. So you have proved root 2 is irrational, root 3 is irrational also, root 5 is also irrational. You can prove it easily. Same method as we have proved, root 2 is irrational. So next topic is surd. So what is a surd? Surd is nothing but an irrational root of a rational number. The irrational root of a rational number is called a surd. For example, 2 is a rational number, but root 2 is irrational. So surd is nothing but an irrational root of a rational number. So 2 is rational, root 2 is irrational. Similarly, you can have root 3, it is also a surd, where 3 is rational, but root 3 is irrational. Next topic is transcendental numbers. Transcendental numbers. What are these? Transcendental numbers are nothing but these are irrational numbers, but they are not surd. So irrational numbers which are not surd. An irrational number or numbers which are not surds. They are not surds. So one example is pi. You have used pi. For example, 2 pi r or pi r square in calculating area of a circle. 2 pi r, like that, pi. That pi value is roughly 3.1415 in many digits. It doesn't stop. So this is an irrational number, but it is, observe that it is not a surd. Surd means an irrational root of a rational number, like root 2, root 3. So those irrational numbers which are not surds, are called transcendental numbers. They are irrational numbers, but which are not surds. That's all. Next is now if we consider real numbers are is union of rational numbers and irrational numbers, or T also I can write, Q dash. So rational numbers union irrational numbers will form R, real numbers. Okay. So rational numbers and irrational numbers. Irrational numbers, as I told you just now, it may be surd or it may be transcendental. That is regarding real numbers. Of course, real numbers can be represented in the line number system. You know how to write line number system, like minus infinity to plus infinity in the real number system. 0 and plus values 1, 2, 3 like this side, and this side minus 1, minus 2 like this. This will go on. So plus to minus infinity to plus infinity on the real number Okay. Now next topic is complex numbers. Next topic, complex numbers. So what is a complex number? Okay, before explaining this, what exactly it is, I will explain it as an example. You know what is x square minus 4? What are its roots? Roots are 2 and minus 2. Its roots are 2 and minus 2. X square, say minus 1 equal to 0. What are its roots? X square minus 1 equal to 0. So plus 1 and minus 1. 1 square is 1. 1 minus 1 0. Minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square is again plus 1. 1 minus 1 0. So its roots are minus 1 and plus 1. 1 and minus 1. So here 2 and minus 2. X square minus 4 means 2 and minus 4. Minus 2. 2 and minus 2. Here minus 1 and plus 1. Next question is, what is the solution of this? Can you tell the solution of this? X square plus 1 equal to 0. Is there any real number such that x square plus 1 equal to 0? Do you have any real number such that x square plus 1 equal to 0? X square plus 1 equal to 0, if you rewrite, it will become x square equal to minus 1. Is there any real number such that x square equal to minus 1? For example, if you take any plus value, square of a positive value is always positive. Plus 4 plus 2 whole square is 4. Similarly, minus 2 whole square also 4. 1 square is 1. Minus 1 whole square is also 1. 1 square is 1, minus 1 whole square is also 1. So to say that there is no real number, you can say that there is no real number such that x square minus x square equal to minus 1. There is no real number such that x square equal to minus 1. So we will have what are called the complex number here, the concept of imaginary number. So we call the solution of this as I. I is called I is such that the solution of this is called I. I is imaginary number. I is such that I square equal to minus 1. I square equal to minus 1. So this is the solution of I is the solution of x square plus 1 equal to 0. I is the solution of x square plus 1 equal to 0. In fact, if I is the solution, minus I is also the solution. Minus I is also a solution. I is the solution of this. I square is minus 1. Same way, minus I whole square is also minus 1. Minus I whole square, how it will be? Minus 1. Minus I whole square means minus 1 whole square into I whole square. But minus 1 whole square is 1. I whole square is minus 1. So 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So I square equal to minus 1. So I is a solution of this x square plus 1 equal to 0. Same way, minus I whole square is also equal to minus 1. So minus I is a solution of x square plus 1 equal to 0 also. Minus I is a solution of x square plus 1 equal to 0 also. So what is a complex number? Now, a complex number is a number of the form is a number the form a plus ib. A plus ib. It is a number of the form a plus ib, where a and b are both real. A is real. A is a real number. B is a real number. Both are real numbers. Complex number, say z, is of the form z equal to a plus ib, where a is a real number, b is a real number, I is imaginary, such that I square equal to minus 1. I square equal to minus 1. Now here a is called the real part. A is called real part and B is called imaginary part. B is called the imaginary part. A is called the real part and B is called the imaginary part. So this is what you mean by complex number. Now we will see, for example, I will give some more examples here. One example, z equal to 2 plus I3. This also can be written as, in fact, 2 plus 3i. One and the same. 2 plus I3 or 2 plus 3i, one and the same. So what is the real part here? 2. What is the imaginary part? 3. Real part is 2, imaginary part is 3. So 2 plus I3 or 3i is a complex number having the real part as 2, imaginary part as 3. So z is a complex number, 2 plus I3 is a complex number. You can write any number of complex numbers. Okay. We talked about real numbers, say 2. 2 is a real number which can be written in complex form also. How it is? So we can write 2 as 2 plus 0 into I. 2 plus 0i. Okay? So you can say that every real number can be written in terms of complex number. 2 can be written as 2 plus 0i. Minus 5 can be written as minus 5 plus 0i. Or minus 5 plus I into 0. So one and the same. Because 0 into I is 0. I into 0, 0. So this is also a complex number. 0 itself, we can write as a complex number. How you can write 0? 0 can be written as 0 plus I into 0 or 0 into I. So 0 is also a complex number. In fact, every real number, okay, belongs to the complex set also. If we talk about the complex numbers and complex set, generally written using the capital letter C. Complex set or complex number set is written using the letter C, capital C. So every real number is a member of the complex number set, complex set. Or I can say R is a subset of C, but not vice versa. C is not a subset of R, but R is a subset of C, because if you take any real number, you can express it in the form of a complex number a plus ib. You can always express a real number in the form a plus ib. Remember this. So where I is imaginary, in the sense I square equal to minus 1. It is a solution of x square plus 1 equal to 0. I is a solution of x square plus 1 equal to 0. Of course, minus I is also a solution of I square plus 1 equal to 0. Now we will see different operations, complex operations. There are different operations like what you had in real numbers. Same type of operations here also, like addition, multiplication, division. There are many operations. All these operations possible here. We will see one by one. What are the possible operations? So operations, as far as complex numbers are concerned, operations. Addition. So if you have two complex number, say z1 equal to one complex number z1, say I plus a plus ib, another z2 c plus id. How to add z1 and z2? So what is z1 plus z2? So addition means you can add real parts. So real parts are added and as well as imaginary parts are added separately. So what is z1 plus z2 is nothing but add the real parts first. A plus c plus ib plus id. ib plus id. I is common. So I into b plus d. I is common. ib plus id. I is common. So I can take I outside. So this is how addition is done. Same way subtraction is done. What is subtraction? z1 minus z2. So a minus c, real part only subtract first. So a minus c plus I into b minus d. This is subtraction. How subtraction is done? Addition, subtraction. Add the real parts. Add the imaginary parts. Like this you can get this side. Addition, subtraction. Then we will see about multiplication. Multiplication. We will see about multiplication. How multiplication can be achieved. z1 into z2. So let us multiply and see how it works out. So a plus ib into c plus id. Multiply the two. One by one we will see. A into c first. So a into c, ac. Plus a into id. So I into ad. One and the same. I into a into d. I is there. I into ad. Next. ib into c. So plus ib into c. Next one. Observe how it is. Okay. ib into id. b into d is bd. What about the other one? I into I. I square is minus 1. So we will get bc. So minus bd. So because b into d is bd, but I square I is minus 1. So minus bd. Okay. Now, what is this ac? This is a real number. What about b? It's again a real number. So combine them. These two are real numbers. What about these two? These two are imaginary numbers. So combine the real part, combine the imaginary part. So this is equal to AC minus BD plus I into AD plus BC. I into AD plus BC. This is how multiplication is done. So if Z1 is A plus IB, Z2 is C plus ID, Z1 into Z2 is like this, A plus IB into C plus ID. Multiply one by one, AC, A into ID, IAD. Then IB into C, IBC, IB into ID. BD will be there, but I square is minus 1. So combine the real parts, AC and BD, AC minus BD plus I into AD plus BC. This is about multiplication. What about division? But before division, we want some more thing. Okay. So So we will say what is called inverse. Inverse. What is that inverse? So inverse of a complex number. Inverse. Inverse of a complex number. Inverse. There are two types here. One is additive inverse, another one is multiplicative inverse. What is additive inverse? So if z is a complex number, then minus z is its additive, is its inverse under addition. If z is a complex number, then minus z is the identity or the inverse, okay, under addition, such that z plus minus z equal to 0. The complex number 0. The complex number 0 means, I told you, you can write it as in the form 0 plus 0i. You can also z plus minus z. So if z is a plus ib, what is minus? Z minus z. Or z1 minus z1, what? z1 plus minus z. Or z1 minus z equal to 0. That is also a complex number. You can take it as a complex number 0, which is equal to 0 plus 0 into I. So here minus z is the additive inverse of z. Same way, if z is a complex number, z into 1 by z will give you 1. Cancels. Provided z not equal to 0. That condition should always be there. Provided z is not equal to 0. Important condition. So if z is not equal to 0, then multiplicative inverse of z exists. Multiplicative inverse of z exists, and it is denoted by 1 by z, or sometimes written as z inverse also. Like this also it is written, such that z into 1 by z is the complex number 1. 1 means you can write it as 1 plus 0 into I. You can write the complex number 1 as 1 plus 0 into I, or 1 plus I into 0. So z into 1 by z. Okay. Now we will have the concept of multiplication or division. Okay. Multiplication over division. So how division is done? Let us see now. Now if you have two complex numbers, okay, if you have z equal to a plus ib, I told you already, z inverse, its inverse is 1 by z equal to 1 by a plus ib, 1 by a plus ib. Now what we'll do is, we'll do what is known as multiplying the complex by its conjugate. So what is a conjugate now? The concept of conjugate of a complex number. So we'll have the concept of a conjugate of a complex number. Conjugate. So if z is a complex number, z equal to a plus ib, then z equal to a minus, its conjugate is a minus ib, which is written as z bar. Like this it is written. So if z is equal to a plus ib is a complex number, its conjugate denoted by z bar equal to a minus ib. Z bar equal to a minus ib. So to find 1 by z, we have 1 by a plus b ib. So how to get it? How to simplify it? So what we will do is, we will multiply z by 1 by z by its complex conjugate. So what is that? So its complex conjugate is a minus ib. So what we will do is, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by a minus ib. So multiply by its conjugate, complex conjugate called z bar For z equal to a plus ib, its conjugate is a minus ib. Remember, its conjugate is a minus ib. So we will multiply and get the result. So 1 by z equal to 1 by a plus ib equal to a plus into a minus ib divided by a minus ib. We can simplify this. So numerator a minus ib only. 1 into a minus ib is a minus ib. What about the denominator? See, this is a plus ib into a minus ib. So what is the form? A plus b into a minus b form. What is that? A square minus b square form. So what need to work out? Equal to a square minus b square form. B square means ib whole square. Okay. A minus ib divided by a square minus b square. Instead of b we are having ib. So a square minus ib whole square, which is equal to a minus ib divided by a square. Now observe here, b whole square is b square. B whole square is b square. But what about I whole square? I whole square is minus 1. I square, I already told you. I square is minus 1. So I square is minus 1. Already 1 minus sign is there. So minus minus will become plus. So we will get a square plus b square. A square plus b square. So what is 1 by z? Is nothing but a minus ib by a square plus b square. So you can separate the real part and the imaginary part. So what is the real part here? This can be written as a by a square plus b square, real part only, plus, not plus, minus I into, okay, plus also you can write, minus I into b by a square plus b square. This is 1 by z. So 1 by z will come to a by a square plus b square minus I into b by a square plus b square. Of course, you can write it as plus minus I. That also you can write. Plus minus I into b by a square plus b square. Now about division. That is how you can write 1 by z. Same way you can apply division. So how to divide? We come to that now. Now how to divide up the complex numbers? So what is z1 by z2? See now. What is z1 by z2? z1 is a plus ib, z2 is c plus id. So what is z1 by z2? z1 by z2 equal to a plus ib divided by c plus id. So how to simplify? Multiply by the conjugate on both numerator and denominator. Conjugate of what? Conjugate of the denominator. So equal to, this is equal to a plus id, c plus id into, multiply by the conjugate, c minus id divided by c minus id. So for both numerator and denominator, multiply by c minus id. Now you can simplify this. It is just a matter of multiplication. You know how to simplify. So what is the numerator first of all? Numerator is c. This is again earlier form. A plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b means a square minus b square. So c plus id into c minus id. Same form, c square. What about the other term? D square is there, but I square is minus 1, already minus sign is there, so plus D square. This is about the denominator. Numerator, just multiply and you can write whatever it is. So what is the multiplication? A into C, AC. Next, A into minus ID, minus IAD. Okay, next, minus I, A into minus ID. So minus I A D DA. Okay, next plus I B into C plus I B into DC. What is the next term? I B into I D. I square is minus 1. So B into D is BD. Minus 1, already minus 1 is there. So it is plus BD. Plus BD. Observe our multiplication is done. A into C, AC. A into minus ID, minus AI, AD. IBC, IB into C, IBC. Just B into D, IB into ID with minus sign. So B into D is BD. But I into I is I square. I square is minus 1. Already 1 minus 1 is there. Minus minus will become plus. So you get plus BD. So last part here remaining is what? What is the last part? Last part is to club real part together, imaginary part together. I mean, you separate the real parts from the imaginary parts and write the answer. Separate the real part from the imaginary part. So what it is? This is equal to AC. This is real part. This is real part. AC plus BD divided by numerator is sorry. One more term is to be written. See, IAD, IBC. So here minus 9. So I into BC minus AD. So this is the real part. Okay. Plus I into BC minus AD. BC minus AD. Divided by numerator C square plus D square. C square plus D square. This is the one. Here again you can separately write. So what is the real part? So this is the real part. AC plus BD by C square plus D square is the real part. What is the imaginary part? Imaginary part is BC minus AD by C square plus D square. So you can write this is the real part. AC plus BD by C square plus D square. What is the imaginary part? BC minus AD by C square plus D square. Which you can separate as in the earlier case. Or if you want, I will do it. Okay, this can be written as, or this is equal to, what is this equal to? So AC plus BD by C square plus D square plus I into BC minus AD, BC minus BD divided by C square plus D square. So this is the imaginary part, this is the real part. This is how division is done, provided here Z2 should not be 0, C plus ID should not be 0 complex number. We will work out some problems and more about these complex numbers in the next class. Thank you.